Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. You see that title, you see that thumbnail, so come on in, grab a seat, and let's get started. So I wanted to talk about the Scrappy, Erica, and Sierra situation. I feel like it's kind of been a hot topic, so I wanted to touch on a few things, okay? So honestly, let me just start at the point that Erica needs some motherfucking therapy, okay? Like she got some shit going on and she's projecting her failed relationship drama onto everyone else, and at this point it's just not healthy. I feel like ever since her divorce with Safari, she's just been lashing out and just doing too damn much. Like, did y'all see how she stood up on them people furniture acting big and bad with Scrappy?
They talking. You feel me?
Damn talks? What about your mother? Oh my gosh.
No, you talking about my mama? I'll tell you something about yourself real quick. I know something about you. Don't do that.
Like, I think honestly she forgot how supportive he was when she was throwing her tantrum and stomping and carrying on when she wasn't getting no child support from Safari. Let's run that clip back.
Oh my God. Your brother.
Like, you was just talking about it.
Are you kidding me? Now all of this financial burden with my children is on me? Scrap, this is up.
Ladies and gentlemen, learn your partner before you jump ahead and fall in love with the words and all of that stuff that make up this fairy tale.
And another thing that's interesting to me is the fact that Sierra and Erica knew Scrappy before they knew Bambi. So it's like, this was y'all friend and now y'all acting funny. Like I said, he was very supportive when you was going through your shit with your divorce, and now you want to act crazy because you're projecting. Again, you're projecting. You're not looking at what's wrong, right? No, you're just projecting. You look at every other man and you see Safari. So you just come out guns blazing. That's what you doing at this point. And to me, what's interesting too is the fact that Sierra and Erica knew Scrappy before they knew Bambi. So I feel like, how y'all gonna do your friend like that? That's messed up to me. They're looking at him as a deadbeat, and just because he doesn't want Bambi doesn't mean he's not taking care of his kids. We already have proof that she's a liar. She was crying and carrying on, talking about, oh, me and my kids have nowhere to stay and blah blah blah.
Nothing about the gas bill, light bill.
Right.
Nothing. I manage our household. And he keeps not paying his rent. So because he's been behind on his half of the rent, I gotta find somewhere else to live.
So we have proof that Bambi be fabricating shit. So she's basically not very credible. Okay, so now I want to move over to Sierra. She's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So I want to talk about how, she was acting when she did that episode with Eric on her Ghetto Girls Eat show on YouTube. So she brought him on to, I guess, let everybody know why they broke up, divorced, whatever the case may be. And she was pushing up on him and trying to wipe his sweat off his nose, and he was like, yo, like, we're not on that. And she's like, oh, well, I do that to all my friends. And she just kept like, oh, so you don't miss me? Like, so this girl got problems too, okay? She is very aggressive and she get to run in her mouth. And that's what he said too. He was like, you were very just like over the top, and I kind of felt like backed in a corner because she brought up the fact that, oh, you was cursing me out in front of my son, and he was on some, well, you was basically belittling me in front of your children. So how exactly are they gonna respect me when they look at you and you don't even respect me? So like, I kind of understand both sides, but that goes to show that she is very aggressive and she get to run in her mouth. And that brings me to the point of how she handles Scrappy. So she got all up in this man's face, and then she got upset that Chaotic wouldn't put hands on him. I feel like, one, she's entitled, and two, she's delusional as fuck. I think she needs to understand and realize that a lot of men have, been unalived for putting their 2 cents in business that ain't had nothing to do with them. And let's be clear. We have to be clear. We have to be honest here. Erica addressed him first and provoked all of that. Like, that whole spiral of bullshit that happened and it transferred to outside. Erica was the start of that. Bambi told her initially, leave that man alone, don't say nothing. But again, Erica was in her feelings and she was projecting, so she felt like she needed to say something, and then like it just escalated from there. And in this particular situation, I'm team Scrappy. I felt like he wasn't just about to let, women continue to dog him, belittle him, down him, and they don't even know the whole situation. There's always three sides to a story: side A, side B, and the truth. Because people, when they tell a story, they're always going to make themselves look better. That's just, I don't know if it's human nature or what, but that's how it is. And this is why I feel like they should have got Scrappy's side, because they went in there one-sided and they wasn't listening to anything this man had to say, and that was frustrating him, because he's like, damn, like nobody's listening to me. But this also goes to show you why you shouldn't put so many people in your business. Bambi was quick to bash Scrappy and say what he did wrong, but she never ever I never heard it. She never spoke on what she did wrong. Now, I'm not saying, he had a reason to cheat or anything like that, or he had a reason to step out or do anything disrespectful, but I just feel like out of the whole relationship, she basically just pinpointed everything he did wrong, and you would have just thought she was just a perfect wife. And I think that's the picture that she painted for her friends as well. Like, oh, I did everything right, I did this, I did that, and he just did me wrong. So everybody's looking at it like, oh yeah, you a piece of shit, Scrappy. Like, she was amazing to you. She cooked, she cleaned, she took care of your kids. She paid all the bills. You didn't have to pay no bills. And it's like, we don't even know. This is why it pays you to stay out of folk business sometime and just, be that listening ear. And that's about it. And I honestly feel for Scrappy, because I feel like a lot of the time men don't feel heard, because a lot of women, they honestly feel like the success of a relationship depends on how happy the woman is. That whole happy wife, happy life bullshit. I don't live by that. I feel like men usually end up suffering in silence, because the moment they speak, the moment they address some shit and, they raise their voices or anything, they're being called sassy or they on some bitch behavior. But yet women are allowed to yell at men, we're allowed to hit them, degrade them, etc., and they're told to just walk away. I feel like that's bullshit. Like, a lot of the times you see situations happens where a woman is against a man and they'll say, well, he's stronger than her, he should have just walked away. Well, his voice is louder, he should have just let her scream. And I honestly don't think it's fair. Now, that's not to say I condone a man, to hit a woman. But I'm just saying, like, we can't keep doing that and thinking like these men are just supposed to stay shut and silent. Like, that's not right. Now, let's walk on down the block and visit Bambi for a moment. So, I did some digging, and I was, just looking out past videos, and, there's this interesting clip that I found. I'm curious to know if Bambi still feels the same way. Y'all remember this clip? Let me play it right quick.
So what is the current status of you and Scrappy?
We're not. The biggest thing in a co-parenting relationship is to communicate. Even for Bambi, the first thing she said, what we have right now works. I don't deal with her. I deal with him.
Yeah, when you text him, you text us.
No, I don't.
No, you actually
I have a child by him. I don't have a child by you.
Absolutely
See, that's my issue.
not. In my heart, I really do feel like you're upset.
So now that Bambi has been demoted to baby mom, I wonder if she'll still have that same energy that she had. I feel like, honestly, when he was going through whatever he was going through with Erica, everything was funny and she was a key. And it's crazy how karma and how life works, because now you're in those same exact shoes. Now, I want to know if Scrappy gets a new lady, or wife, whatever, if she's going to have that same energy. Like, if she wants to speak to him about the kids, is she going to be okay with speaking to his wife or his girlfriend or whatever? They're literally dealing with the same things, just at different times. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe Diamond has always been an issue. Like, one thing, Scrappy has a hard time being faithful. Even if it's nothing physical, I feel like that man be ready to pillow talk. And when he going through something and he has no boys, I guess, to talk to, he gonna run to Diamond. And she's going to always be there. And that's what happens. I feel like there's always one ex that's just always going to be around. And for Scrappy, that's Diamond. But I honestly feel like Bambi thought she could change him. She was looking at the situation on the outside and she blamed Erica. And, everything was Erica's fault, and you know, she was delusional, she was a crazy baby mama, and now she sees what exactly Erica was dealing with. It's crazy. This is why you have to tread lightly when you say and do things to people, because you just never know how life is going to work itself out. I want you guys to comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about this. Do you feel like Chaotic should have stood up for Sierra and I guess put the pause on Scrappy? Just let me know how y'all feel about everything that I discussed today. And on your way out, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.